All right, Shalom. First and foremost, going to give all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, or Hakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. All right, and finna get into this quick lesson. All right, Matthew 7:21. This is I just thought about this. I was reading, I think like 2 nights ago. I was reading something in Jeremiah, and I was like, I was just thinking like, this is what's really gonna happen. You're gonna see when I get, when we get to this precept. But this is Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Yeah, because people know the true names of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. They know, they know how to say it, they know how to spell it, they know what it means. But they're not doing the things that Yahweh Shai told them to do. Go out down the highways and byways, love their brother, They do shit, they do opposite. But when the times come when they need, deliverance, guess what? These niggas is gonna fold. They're gonna be calling on the Lord, but guess what? The Lord ain't gonna deliver them, And you got niggas out here that's not teaching the name. IOIC thinks that, call it or denouncing, they think denouncing Jesus, JC, is blasphemy, according to that one video, So it's about to be, it's coming to a point where niggas is gonna call on a name, call on Yahweh Shemel Shah, but they're not gonna be able to, receive any protection, guidance, deliverance. The Lord is gonna watch over them for evil, as Jeremiah says, It says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many for wonder. It's like in thy name done many wonderful works, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So see, because behind closed doors, behind closed doors, they not walking, they not walking in the spirit, behind closed doors, they talking about how to make more money, and that's what these false Israelite camps right now, they all about the bag right now, all about gimmicks and shit. Yahweh Shem Yahushua ain't dealing with that, So, them having these, big ass, their whole congregation come out to march and shit in the streets, all right? The Lord ain't dealing with that, Lord commanded us to go out there in the highways and byways, and compel our people to come in, But you niggas do quite opposite. You talk shit about the men that taught you, So you already going against the Lord right there. The Lord remembers all that shit, and he's not dealing with it. So when the times come when you need Yahweh Bashim El Shah to deliver you, guess what? It ain't gonna come. Because you're dealing wickedly, You're not getting the people ready for Jacob's trouble. You're giving them that you're playing shit, what are you playing? You're playing a fucking flute, rather than a trumpet. So you're not warning the people of the times to come. You're doing rap, at the Passover, having concerts and shit. So niggas, hey, it's coming to a point. It's about to come to a time where niggas is gonna be really scared. They're gonna try to call on the name of the Lord, but it's not gonna work on their favor. Now let's get it. Jeremiah 44 and verse 26, 24. It says, moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people and all to the woman, and to all the women, hear the word of the Lord, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Thus said the Lord of hosts. All right, they were in Egypt because, that was a, Yahweh, he wasn't dealing with that council of, the Israel. The Lord told, Israel through Jeremiah to stay in the land, even though that Nebuchadnezzar is coming, stay in the land, you're going to be straight, you're going to be able to live, you're going to have your house and shit. But guess what? They told Jeremiah, this is what they doing now. This is what they literally are doing now, But they told Jeremiah, you speak falsely, the Lord ain't speak through you, even though they came up to, Jeremiah to see what the Lord would say, But once Yahweh Shem Shai gave his answer through Jeremiah, they was like, nah, you speaking falsely, you lying. So they did their own thing. They went into Egypt, all right? And, they fucking worshiping the Queen of Heaven, all right? Shit, and that's what's going on. Hey, that nigga, Gorilla Hebrew, what was he doing? Sending 42K to a whore, And then you got that nigga, Gorilla Hebrews, I can't remember that nigga name, but basically the niggas that's exposing him, he's in that Queen of Heaven worship, that Queen of Heaven spirit too, That nigga was over there, basically telling niggas to go, basically, help out her business, even though that bitch is wicked, So hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna deal with a lot of people, for a lot of reasons, in the times to come. All right, Lord says that He's long suffering. All right, so that means He'll allow you, to do some wicked shit and keep on. All right. See, that's just because he don't love you niggas, If the elect do something wrong, hey, guess what? The Lord corrects us, Lord, we're not part of that number, and whoever else is watching, He corrects us, But for these other niggas, all right, He don't correct these niggas. He allows them to keep on going, He allowed their ass to keep on going. All right. It says, moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people and to all the women, hear the word of the Lord, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. So I gave you the breakdown while they was in Egypt. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, ye and your wives have spoken with your mouths and fulfilled with your hands, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Ye will surely accomplish your vows and surely perform your vows. Therefore, hear ye the word of the Lord, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, said the Lord, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in all the land of Egypt, saying, the Lord liveth. All right. So basically, he said that you ain't gonna be able to call on my name. When judgment come, you're not gonna be able to call on my name. All right, here, let me get that in NLT. Jeremiah 44 and verse 26 says, but listen to this message from the Lord, all you Judeans now living in Egypt. I have sworn by my great name, says the Lord, that my name will no longer be spoken by any of the Judeans in the land of Egypt. None of you may invoke my name or use this oath, as surely as the sovereign Lord lives. So see, The Lord's like, hey, so since you want to do your own thing, guess what? You're not gonna be able to call on me. All right. So best believe this is about to happen again. You know, basically this is a repeating cycle right here. You know, that niggas is not allowed to call on the name of the Lord. You know, for deliverance. All right. It says, behold, I will watch over them for evil and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by famine until there be an end of them. All right. And see, these niggas, they want to do their own thing, go to Egypt. All right. When the Lord told them to, stay in the land. So niggas now. All right. The Lord told, the Lord got, our apostles, telling, giving us breakdowns on basically the whole Bible, but niggas want to come against it. All right. Guess what? Y'all by Shema Shah, he's not in the times to come, Jacob Trouble, micro C hip. Hey, the Lord gonna allow you niggas to take the micro C hip, So you could be in that lake of fire, which is gonna be America, It says, yet a small number that escaped the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah, and all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall know whose word shall stand, mine or theirs. So see? So yeah, man. So that was pretty much it. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Kakodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right.